Show you how to make something really nice, really cheap. Hey guys, this is Nathan Manger, host of Beards and Bows Outdoors. Today I am going to show you some Euro mount ideas and how to do them. I'm going to show you two styles, with hooves, one without. I'll leave affiliate links to products used down below. I tagged out early November. I'm going to show you a clip of my latest buck that I got on the ground. And this is the buck that we are doing the Euro mount on. If you want to see this Tall Tines buck hunting video, I'll leave a link up here. Or right there, wherever, or down below. Now, I noticed when he was walking in, this ear was out, and this ear was just hanging down. I've been calling bucks in all day with the extinguisher with the Estes bleat followed by some tending grunts. 3 different bucks, 3 different times.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Filling up our buck boiler here. Turkey fryer, but I don't fry turkeys, I smoke them. Get this boiling for about an hour. I'm gonna pressure wash this skull. Don't forget to take your tag off of the horns when you're boiling because it will melt your tag. Ask me how I know. Not a rapid boil, just let that cook for about an hour or so and come back to it later. Deer soup. You see how it's not a rapid boil, but it's not a slow boil? It's right in the middle. This is how you dry out your European mounts the old school way when they don't fit in a homemade dehydrator. You come here to your local Home Depot, you find the purple boards. I'm pretty sure it's 70% off. Call them cold boards, save a lot of money. Yeah, may be warped, but when you're doing something else with them, they'll straighten right out. Or just cut those ends off. And there you have it, $4 worth of lumber. Rough cut, freehand. I did it just like I did the other ones. State of Illinois here. Turn that all right. Get those edges sanded down. Torch this and put a hanger on it. Now I'll leave a link to these hangers down below. All right, I got this awesome mount that I'm Euro mounting for a buddy of mine. I've never actually seen these, what I call like stretched taffy. That's the best thing I can describe that. But this is a nice, unique buck. I'll take the buck's head, I'll flip it over. I'll take me a razor blade or a sharp knife and work my way this way, down through the middle, fillet it back, just like you're taking the hide off the rest of the deer. I'll cut this down the middle here. Keep filleting it back, cut the ears off. You'll just cut right through that cartilage. I'll show you what I do once I get to the horns because that's a pain in the butt. You just keep filleting it back, completely take it off, and then you'll get to the point where you just fillet it back. And then some people do take the eye out now. I don't mess with it. It all comes out in a boil. So basically what you'll do is 10 snips works really well for this. You want to trim this around your base as close as you can. You'll end up cutting it in half. And you'll take your pair of pliers, you'll grab a hold one end and you'll pull. This is another one I'm working on. You see what I'm doing here? And it will peel off of the base of the antler. If you do it right, it'll all come off in one strip. That just rips right off there. Now it's ready. I could take the jaw off now, but I just throw it all in there and it all just falls apart like when you're making a stew. I'll also chunk out the meat, that way it takes less time. I pulled this out of the buck bath, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of clean as much of this off as I can, and then it's off to pressure wash, and it's good to go. I said this Euro was gonna be cheap, and it is. These are $6.99 at Harbor Freight. This is actually my second set. I use these for all different kinds of projects, but it does really good trying to get the rest of this meat out. $6.99 for those. Here's the other cheap tool that's gonna finish this job. I'm gonna use a Dremel tool on the rest of this, and you ask, well, I don't have a Dremel tool. Harbor Freight, a complete kit for $10. Comes with all this. you'll start to clean it up. What I like to do is I like to set the horns over my leg, just like a dentist. Look at how clean that came out. Basically $17 worth of tools. You can get it, most of that stuff cleaned up fairly well. Most people don't see this side anyway. Now it's time to go in the dehydrator. He broke off right there. That would have been real cool. He broke off all the way across there. This one's about $20 on Amazon. There's 3 Allen set screws there for that rotating ball. This can swivel, pivot. I just add a little bit of electrical tape to the ends of mine. It does help keep it on there just in case something were to happen or somebody were to bump it or something. Now for the hooves, I'll take a grinder and I'll cut a straight line on both of them right there. I'll salt these, I'll cover them in salt, and then I will throw them in my homemade dehydrator. They come out great and they last a long time, and it's real simple. So I get to cutting these, and then I'll show you what I do after that. I'll basically extract the marrow out, and then we'll fill it with epoxy. It's pretty gross. Once you do it a few times, you get used to it, but this is going back in the dehydrator. Okay, I got it cleaned out after I sanded it. We're gonna mix this together and then we're gonna fill these cavities. One of these per leg. Gonna let this cure, and you gotta be quick about it too because it doesn't take long before it starts really setting up on you. I've let it go for 16 hours. It says full cures in 12. Plus I put it in the dehydrator overnight, hard as a rock. So we're gonna take our drill bit that's smaller than our screw, and we're gonna drill down into these. Now, as you see, we got 2 holes. Now I'm going to mark on our board where these are gonna go, and I'll use the same drill bit, drill through the board, and then from the back side, I will screw these screws in, and this should be nice and solid. It should be strong enough to hold old Ralphie's Red Ryder. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. See, they're epoxied. Plus it seals the ends here. They're good to go. They're ready to be a door pull, drawer pull, bow rack, hat rack, coat rack, you name it. So here's our board. I have a board that runs through here on the back side. Find the spot I want, mark them, drill them, and we'll get these guys screwed down. I drilled the hole. Now I'm gonna flip this thing over, get a long screw threaded through there, meet up with the holes and tighten it down. There's one leg in there. And I mean, it is solid. It is solid. Put about 3-inch screw in the back through 2 of these pieces of wood. It's good to go. Let's do the other side. You can either go with a picture hanging kit or you can use some old rope, and it works out great. Couple screws, couple washers. I sear the ends and it holds up well. Old hammerhead here, Missouri buck right here. You could jazz these up a little bit. These are like $5 at Walmart in the craft section. It's a big old bag of it. Just kind of chuck it at it. That looks pretty slick. Here's your hooves. I even left the dirt and everything, make it more realistic, but I mean, they are solid. Beards and Bows out.